Okay, for this video, I am going to show you the posts, which would be your articles or blog post kind of piece that you write. So first you'd go to posts. You could either hit add new here or add new here. I'm used to going here. You would hit add new. Okay, and then this is your post box where you can build your post and all the different options. You can see there's kind of like your main editing box, and then down the sidebar there's kind of some different things here. So I'll quickly go over everything. So this is where you put the title of your post, so whatever you're writing about. The next piece I kind of want to show you, like once you type in your title, it's automatically going to create the URL based on that title for you. If you wanted to shorten it, change it, you could hit edit and redo it. Just make sure there's no spaces, always has to be dash. Okay, over here is this publish box. So if you start a post and you need to come back to it, hit save draft, and it'll save it in a draft. Give it a second, then I'll show you how you can access the drafts. Things are moving a little slower than they're going to for you just because I am recording a video. So normally saving that kind of stuff won't take this long. Okay, so once you save the draft, if you need to come back, just go back to posts, and you can see here where it says test post is in draft, and you can just hover over it and hit edit, and it's going to take you back into your post. The status here will always tell you, is it in draft or is it, once you publish it, the status will change to published. This preview button, if you hit it, it'll actually open the post and show you what it looks like. Right now we haven't done anything other than put the title in, which will always go into this green box at the top. While I'm here, one thing to note, I built in an author profile for you that will automatically go on the bottom of every post. So you no longer have to copy and paste this in. I took the one that you used from the old site and just created this for you. So you no longer have to worry about that. It'll automatically append it at the bottom of the post. Okay, let's go back. All right, so the other thing to note, these Fusion Builder things here, you probably won't use. I can get into what this Fusion Builder is later, but it's really more about designing stuff. When you're writing articles, you're not going to be worried about designing that kind of stuff. You're just going to be worried more about this box. Okay, back to this publish box. The other thing you'll need to know, once you're done, you hit publish. That's when it'll take it live and go to the site. Okay, so the next box here, this is your actual box where you build the post. You'll see over here there's kind of two tabs, one that says visual, one that says text. You'll want to use the visual tab, that's typing like you're used to. The text tab will actually show you code. Like once you start bolding and things like that, you can go to the text tab and it'll show you the HTML, which I'm guessing you won't want to do. So visual tab, you can see here there's an add media button. This is where you can add images to your post. You just hit add media. It'll take you to your media library where your current images are, or you can go to upload and add a new one here. Okay. Once you add one, it'll show up. You can, let's say you want this one, you just click on it, hit insert in the post, and there you go. You can click on the image and you can see here, these are your alignment buttons. If you want to center it, you can center it. You can hit edit and add in alt text if you want. This is stuff behind the scenes, but you can change the size a little bit. Also, you have your alignment here too. Okay. And then you can just start. So underneath here, this is You can add a store, add a product. You probably won't be adding a store. There's no point for that. You could add a product in here from your ECWID audio thing if you wanted to. Not sure you'll use that often either. This here is your basic editing functionality that you get. It's much like Word. So if you're typing like a title or a heading, I should say, and you want to make this bigger, you can just highlight it, go up here and choose heading 1, 2, 3. These are just different sizes. You probably want to stay away from the H1 because that's really big. You'll probably mainly use H2 and H3 to highlight your stuff. So you can see heading 1. And even though it shows it this size here, really on the front end, like if you go back to preview, it's bigger than that, you can see. And you can get a feel and know which ones to use, H1, H2, H3, H4. They're all just a little bit smaller. Okay. So instead of doing like font sizes and that kind of stuff, this is the easiest way to do that, is just to use your heading tags. Okay. Paragraphs, normal text, heading. This is bold, italic, you have bullet points, numbered lists. This is if you want to do a block quote. This is your text alignment, if you want to make it centered, that kind of stuff. This is how you create a link. So say you wanted to create a link to one of your videos. You would just highlight that text, hit this link button, and you can either paste your URL if you already know what it is, or if you hit this link options, it'll open up and you can do a search for stuff like your pages and your posts and that kind of stuff. I mean, like if you're looking for your workshops, even though it's right there, you can type in workshop and it'll show you anything that has that word in it. So say it was the workshops you wanted to link to, you could click that. It'll fill the URL for you, hit add link, and there you go. Okay. The insert read more tag, if you put this in, that'll create a break in your post and then have a button to where they can push down the read more. Typically, I'm guessing you won't use that. This one you won't use. And these are just typical strike through. If you want to add a horizontal line, this is where you can change your text color. This is where you can clear formatting kind of stuff, special characters, indents, an undo button, so on and so forth. So that's your typical editor, how you can build all your stuff. If you stick to using your headings and your text colors and stuff for what you want to do, you should be fine. Format over here, just always leave that as standard. Here's your categories. So it's going to default uncategorized. These are the ones, again, that pulled over from your current site. So if you wanted this one to be, in your wellness category, you would just click that. I would take it out of uncategorized. But you can kind of see what you have currently. I know we want to clean these up, so we can do that. And then this is essentially how you would add a post to that specific category. Tags, don't mess with. Nothing set up on the site to really utilize them. Another big part here, like this is your SEO box. If we can go through this if you want. Pretty much I have this set up to automatically do the SEO kind of functionality for you. This is just where you could go refine or tweak if needed. But typically for you, you'll just leave it as its default. And this here, Fusion page options, again, this is just design stuff that you won't mess with. So leave those alone. The main piece I want to show you that's important is this featured image right here. You'll see there's multiple ones. You only need to load something in the first box. And what this is you would just pick what featured image you're wanting to use. And just add it in there. And what that does is on the articles page, it's what is your thumbnail here. If you don't load that featured image, there's not going to be an image here. It's just going to be a blank placeholder. But whatever you put there, that's what's going to show in this thumbnail. It's so important to do on every post. Just make sure you add something that makes sense. Okay. And you can remove it and change it out however you want. Just make sure you add something there. And once you're all done kind of building your post, adding everything in, all you would do is hit publish. It'll take it live, add it to the top of the article list, and you're good to go. Let me look real quick just to make sure there's nothing else I didn't cover. But I think that looks like the bulk of it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.